Hello everyone, I am Sadia Sami and I am from Group Mendel, and today I'm going to explain you a few questions that we usually came across in networking. So let's begin with the slides. Let's move on to the first question. Towards the first question, what is the difference between bridge, switch and router? Bridge is a product that connects a local area network LAN to another local area network that uses the same protocol, whereas a switch, when compared to bridge, has multiple ports. A router, like a switch, forward packet based on the address. A private cloud is a particular model of cloud computing that involves a distinct and secure cloud-based environment in which only the specified client can operate. Moving towards the next question, public cloud is one based on the standard cloud computing model in which a service provider makes resources such as applications and storage available to the general public. Amazon Web Services is a collection of remote computing services, also called the web services, that makes up a cloud computing platform offered by Amazon. A very interesting yet curious question: what is Level 3 and what it does? Level 3 Communication Inc. is a premier provider of global communication service, creating solutions that strengthen the growth, efficiency, and security of business around the world by providing local to global connectivity backed by end-to-end reliability and security. Next comes the comparison between OSPF and ISI. OSPF, Open Shortest Path First, means open standard. It uses the shortest path first algorithm, whereas ISIS stands for intermediate system to intermediate system. It is directly encapsulated by layer 2. Looking glass servers are computers or internet running one of a variety of publicly available looking glass software implementations. It is accessed remotely for the purpose of viewing the routing information. Public peering is performed across a shared network called Internet Exchange Point. Through this point, you can connect to many other peers using one or more physical connections. Private peering is performed by creating a direct physical connection between two networks. There are basically the two modes of the fiber. Single mode supports only the one mode and allows high capacity to transmit information, whereas the multimode fiber is for the short transmission distances and is suited for the LAN systems. Moving toward the next two question, dense wavelength division multiplexing is fiber optic transmission technique that employs light wavelength to transmit data parallel by bit or serial by character. Transponder, whereas, is a device for receiving a radio signal and automatically transmitting different signals. Moving towards the next question, that is, what is the difference between MPLS? First, let me tell you what MPLS is. It's multi-protocol label switching. It is a mechanism used in high performance telecommunications in which the data transmits from one node to the next node based on the shortest path technique rather than the long network addresses. Now I would like to explain you the difference between tier 1 network, tier 2 network and tier 3 network. Basically, in tier 1 networking is any network that participates in you can say a settlement free peering. And regarding the tier 2 network, Tier 2 is the internet service provider that engages in the practice of peering with the other networks, but they also purchases the IP transit. Regarding the Tier 3 network, they purchases the IP transit from the other networks to reach the internet. Now I'm going to tell you the basic difference that exists between a service provider, enterprise and cloud computing. Basically, service provider is a company that provides its subscriber access to the internet, whereas if you're talking about the cloud computing, it's also a company that provides its user some component of cloud computing that may include SaaS, that is software as a service, infrastructure as a service, or you can say platform as a service, whereas the enterprise is actually, it helps in the communication that connects the computer across the departments. Coming towards the next question, that most of the people, they get confused between IoE and IoT, whereas IoE stands for Internet of Everything and IoT stands for Internet of Things. The basic difference that lies between is that IoE, Internet of Everything, has four pillars, that is people, process, data and things, that builds on the top of the IoT, that is Internet of Things, having only one pillar, IoT, that is things. Okay. When talking about the difference between BGP, that is Border Gateway Protocol, and IGP, that is Interior Gateway Protocol, the basic difference is that the in BGP network, it is the routing between the networks having the different autonomous system number, and in case of IGP they have the same autonomous system number, and IGP has RIP version 1, RIP version 2, EIGRP, OSPF, etc. I hope you have enjoyed our video, and I hope so that you have gained much information from this video. Hope we'll come with more stuff. So thank you. Goodbye.